Hi everyone! Today we're going to walk you through how to add and set up your SSO Saved Passwords applications in Clever. Let's begin by defining what SSO Saved Passwords applications are. Saved Passwords applications are apps that don't currently have a rostering or single sign-on integration with Clever, but can still be accessed via SSO through the Clever portal. This means districts can provide users with a seamless SSO experience for almost any learning application, even if it is not an existing Clever partner. To note, Saved Passwords applications are labeled as such underneath the app name. So, what do you need in order to successfully set up your Saved Passwords apps? For one, since rostering data and user accounts are not synced to the app by Clever, all accounts must be created within the application in advance, and user login credentials need to be manually set by the district admin or by the user themselves. Clever will then securely store these credentials so district users are logged into the applications automatically via single sign-on through Clever. Additionally, the Clever browser extension is needed for your SSO Saved Passwords applications to work properly, whether students are accessing Clever from school, home, or both. You will need to ensure that the Clever browser extension is installed on all devices students are using to access Clever. Applications with saved passwords can be used on any devices that support browser extensions with Chrome, Firefox, or Edge. Desktop computers, laptops, Chromebooks, and Windows devices are all supported as well. For support installing the extension in other browsers, check out our Help Center at support.clever.com. Please note the Clever browser extension is not required for iOS devices, including iPads and iPhones, as these devices use the Clever app, which acts as the browser extension. For devices where the browser extension cannot be downloaded, including Android devices, Saved Passwords apps will not be accessible. Now we'll go over how to set up sharing roles for your Saved Passwords applications, so your users can access them through the Clever portal. To start, you'll navigate to the Applications tab in your Clever dashboard and select the app you wish to set up. The next screen will provide you with an option to share the added application with particular schools. Next, we'll dive into the different ways to input user credentials. Once a Saved Passwords application has been added in your Clever District dashboard, the next step is to input username and password information for users to log into the Saved Passwords application. You can manage credentials by navigating to the Settings tab of the application's Manage Credentials page. There are multiple ways to do this. Today we're going to talk through the 3 more common ways. If you want more information on other options, check out our Help Center. The first is a manual input from the user upon their first login. The second is by creating custom formulas, and the third is by uploading the credentials to Clever via a CSV file. Now let's take a deep dive into the first option, manual input at first login. By default, Clever requests and highly recommends that users enter their credentials manually the first time. After the first time, they will be automatically logged into their application with just one click. To choose this option, you can select the box on the right, stating that individual users have set their own credentials, and click Confirm. Again, the option will require users to enter their credentials to log into the app on their own, so that the browser extension will save them. Once they have been entered, users will be able to click on the icon and be taken straight into their account without having to enter them again. You can also have the option to set up custom formulas if your credentials use data that we are pulling via your SIS sync. You can use existing fields in the user's profile to form custom strings for the username and password. To do this, please select the Custom Formula option in the drop-down and select one of the listed formulas. For example, if student usernames for an application are already set up and are a combination of their student ID and date of birth, you can use these fields to concatenate a formula. These are a little bit more technical to set up, so if you have any trouble with setting up your formula, you can reach out to Clever support through the Help Center, and they will be able to assist you further. If you are managing the credentials for the application yourself, you can also upload credentials via a CSV upload using an SFTP directory. You can securely upload credentials directly from the Settings tab of the specific application's Manage Credentials page. To do so, first select CSV via SFTP as the username and password, which will enable a web upload tool to upload your CSV file. You can find the credentials to upload the CSV to your unique SFTP directory in your Sync Settings tab. To note, if you're using a sync type that already requires SFTP credentials, this is a separate SFTP directory with a completely different set of credentials that is only used for managing saved passwords credentials. As we mentioned at the beginning, Clever can securely build an SSO saved passwords connection for almost any application. If you don't see an application when searching in your Clever dashboard, simply click Request Set App Name below the search results. Next, to help Clever get the application ready for your district, submit the login page URL as well as a working username and password for testing purposes. Clever will email you once the application is ready for your district, so you can continue with the next steps. Once single sign-on becomes available for a saved password application, the app will be updated on the Add Applications page. If your district is already connected to a saved password app, you can continue using it. The Clever team will work with you to switch over to the higher quality single sign-on application. If you are running into login issues with saved passwords, there are a couple of ways we recommend troubleshooting. One of the primary ways is by using the Troubleshoot login tool to identify the root cause of login errors. To navigate to the Troubleshoot login tool, type the user's name in the search bar at the top of your Clever dashboard. From the Users page, select the Troubleshoot User Login button on the top right. The tool will then complete a root analysis of the issue, which will indicate who will need to take action to resolve the issue. There are 3 possible options: the district, the app, or Clever. Make sure to review the issue details shown underneath the recommended action. This will provide information on how to address any issues that have been flagged by the tool. We hope this video has been helpful for you as you begin setting up your saved passwords applications. If you have any other questions, you can check out our Help Center or reach out to Clever support. We also have additional training resources on all things Clever available via Clever Academy.